No need to get smart with the police officer.
I wasn't trying to get smart with you.
Okay. Keep it that way.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Keep it that way. I'm asking you to identify yourself.
And I am refusing to identify myself because I have not committed a crime.
So now you're obstructing. So
I'm not obstructing. Obstructing?
I want you to understand something. When the police are conducting an investigation, right, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Right.
But you have to identify.
You're going to be in trouble, bro.
I'm not going to be in trouble, but I've been doing this long enough.
Somebody else riding in a truck with you? Y'all just got out of the truck?
Wait, you're saying somebody riding it?
Y'all just got out of this truck, right? No. Parked there for a while. Were y'all just sitting in the truck?
I mean...
Yes, right? You was just sitting in the truck?
You're just sitting...
What? I don't answer questions. I don't want to incriminate myself.
You're not incriminating yourself, you're answering a question.
Which can potentially incriminate myself, so I don't answer questions. We were here for a long time. No, I'm not worried about if you was here for a long time or not. It's pertaining to the call, but you're not in any trouble.
We're here for a call for service. We're trying to see if you. My partner's asking you a question to see if you pertain to the call. If you don't, then you'll be on your way, and we'll be on our way handling our job.
No, it's fine. I understand.
There's no need to get smart with me.
No, I'm not trying to get smart with you. I was just saying, like, I don't want to get in trouble for doing nothing wrong.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm just standing here.
There's no need to get smart with the police officer.
I wasn't trying to get smart with you.
Okay. Keep it that way.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Keep it that way. Scott, you can give a description.
It seems like nobody knows how to communicate anymore, bro. What's going on? Why can't we just communicate with each other? Why is that so hard of a task? It started out with the guy to the cop, then the cop back to the guy. It's like we can't have a conversation no more. It's always escalating to something else.
Vehicle. Got two parties out here in the pickup truck. I'm just trying to verify if they're involved with this or not.
Said it was a Dodge Ram truck, red in color, and she gave me a plate.
She gave you a plate of the Dodge Ram truck.
You can, we're out with two. If you could just, yeah.
And I know this is probably not going to be a popular opinion, and that's cool. That's why it's my opinion and not nobody else's. I'm cool with standing on my opinion. You know what I mean? But when the cop first asked the guy, were y'all inside of the truck? If the guy would have said, I don't know, sir. No, I wasn't inside the truck, just standing here kicking it with my friend. And said it like that. Probably wouldn't have went no further. You know what I'm saying? Probably. I say probably. But he was like, I don't know. I ain't answering no questions. I ain't trying to incriminate myself. I ain't trying to do none of that. I don't answer questions. And the way that he said it sparked the cop to respond the way he responded, right? Now it escalates. If you'd have been like, I'm just standing here kicking it with my friend. We've just been standing here talking. Like that. Now, if the cop gets irate with you after that, that cop is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's just our communication. Now, the other cop, his way that he spoke to them, was that needed? Like, we gotta figure out a way to do better with communication. And that comes from how we view people and how we view cops. How cops view us and how we view them. That's gotta change. Because it's something that guy seen that makes him respond to cops the way that he does. And that's the problem right there.
Yeah, make a call back, see if she's gonna come out here.
You guys get a call for a Dodge Ram?
Yes, we got a call for you too.
Place, so you guys pull up here?
And you have a responsibility to check it out. If you guys are doing nothing wrong, then you guys are doing nothing wrong.
That's fine. I'm just curious.
Do you guys have IDs just so I can see who I'm talking with?
I do, but I don't feel like I have to give it to you.
Well, you do.
I don't.
I'm telling you, you do.
In the state of New Jersey, it's an non-ID state. I haven't committed a crime. Crime. Can I have your name and badge number, by the way? Your badge number.
I need your IDs.
I need you guys' name and badge numbers. I'm interacting. I don't even know who you guys are. I'm interacting with police. You guys need to identify.
Right now.
Clear identifiers. Okay, but I don't.
I like it when people know their laws. Now, I don't know if he's, you know what I mean? I love that. I encourage people. I'm trying to be that way myself, to know what aren't my rights. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. When he started spewing that, I kind of smiled because that lets me know he know his laws and he may not have to give his ID. I hope he's right. This is the state of New Jersey, so trust me, it's all different kind of loopholes up there.
Cameras are running.
Okay, so
badge number and names right there.
As well. You guys
That's fine.
Why are you intimidating me like this?
I'm
Why
not
are you
intimidating you.
You came up to me really aggressively.
I'm not intimidating you.
Why are you being aggressive like this? I haven't committed a crime. You're trying to ID me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We got a call. My dispatchers are giving your vehicle with you guys being distraught.
You're trying to jump the gun and be waiting. You're not.
331.
I'm not trying to cause any problems. Okay, let's both stop. Let's both not speak, right?
There 5 minutes.
Now just listen to me.
Still here, even though you guys are on scene.
I'm not here for just my fun, right? So I got just listen to me. I understand what you do is listen to me. I'm understanding. So we got called here, right? When we got here.
All right, Tepper, what's the complaint about? Because we're out with these two parties. We're trying to identify them and figure out what's going on.
The truck was identified, not you, not her. I asked whether or not you were sitting in the truck because something could have been wrong with her, something could have been wrong with you. You could have been the victim, you could have been anything. So I'm going to ask if you're okay. That's why, just let me talk. That's why I asked you.
See that? Now, let's point out what the cop did well, right? He saw it escalating between them two. And he said, hold on, calm down, let's stop right here. He identified that they weren't communicating well. He said, all right, and let's talk. Because they were getting nowhere and it was escalating. So that cop who's speaking right now did the right thing. He stopped it. He stopped it and was like, okay, let's talk and let's communicate. Let me say what I need to say. Then you can talk and respond in kind. This is what needs to happen.
Right? But then you got smart with me. I wasn't trying to respond. I wasn't trying to respond.
We have an obligation, right? When we're talking with people and we get a call. And I'm not saying you two are doing anything wrong. But I'm going to call my dispatcher, as you heard on my radio, and I turned it up so you could hear, because I have nothing to hide from you.
I'm sure you guys get calls all the time about anything.
We get calls, male, female, Dodge Ram truck.
That's it. Did I do something wrong? No.
So I'm asking you to identify yourself.
And I am refusing to identify myself because I have not committed a crime. And in New Jersey, this is a non-ID state. I refuse to identify myself. You asked me, and I refused. I feel like
this is an investigation, and I'm asking you to
so
investigate.
Investigate.
And
it's fine.
you
investigate.
And
I am not going to identify myself.
So now you're obstructing. So
I'm not obstructing. Obstructing. Can you call the supervisor? I'm requesting a supervisor. I'm requesting a supervisor. I want a supervisor. Call the supervisor.
I want a
supervisor. Call the supervisor. Call the supervisor. You got this on video, yes?
I have it on video.
Call the supervisor. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
No.
Relax.
You're obstructing.
I'm not obstructing. I'm not obstructing. I'm requesting a supervisor.
Man, back up. Back up here. You're going to be arrested too. Back up.
I'm requesting a supervisor. They have to get one. They have to call the supervisor. Call 911. Call the supervisor. Call 911. Get a supervisor over here right now. Call 911. Get a supervisor. Get a supervisor over here. I do not consent to search and seizure. Hey, get this on video. Get this on video. I do not consent to search and seizure. I do not. This is against my First Amendment. This is against my Fourth Amendment. I do not consent to search and seizure. Why are you putting me in? Why are you? Okay, I will get in. I'm not resisting. He's sticking in my pockets. He's sticking in my pockets.
No. What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's under arrest.
Why are you touching my penis?
What are you doing?
He's
I
under
said I would
arrest.
get in the car. I'm not resisting.
I'm patting you down. I'm patting you down. It's called search.
I want your badge number.
Okay, it's Officer Detail 7.
I'm requesting a supervisor.
Have a seat in the car.
I'm requesting a supervisor. That's my baby. Get my wallet.
No, I want a supervisor. He did not do
And you will
anything
get
wrong.
Okay, so I had to remove a lot of that because that goes against some of the rules on YouTube. So I couldn't really show that, but basically he was put in cuffs and put in a car, and then she was recording, and then she was, as you see now, she's being walked to a vehicle. She was screaming, she was crying, she was upset. They arrested her because I can't even give you an answer as to why. You know what I mean? She was recording, and everything he was saying, she was saying, asking questions. Why are you doing that? Why are you putting him in the car? Why is this? Why is that? And then they turned and arrested her. This has blown out of proportion to where it shouldn't have gotten. This should have still continued to be a conversation out there. I think the first cop and that guy was having a good conversation. When the other guy stepped in, it then turned in and escalated quickly and turned into something it shouldn't have been. This should have been a conversation. This should have continued to be a conversation. You know what I mean? This should have been explaining. A lot of times these police officers don't have the patience. Why is that? Why don't you have the patience? If you don't have the patience, this isn't the job for you. If the last call got you so worked up that you don't have the patience for the next call, you should go home. You should go home. You can't take that energy you got from somewhere else and have it on the next call. Each call is different. Every call is not the same. So you're dealing with different people and you signed up for this. So you have to, if anybody on this scene, on this call has to have patience, it's you as the police officer. Forget whatever the person or whomever you're dealing with, what type of energy they have. You have to uphold a standard. You have to. And that's the problem. I felt like that cop was talking to that guy. He was trying to explain his point. He hasn't talked the guy down yet, but it still needed some communications to be had. And if y'all needed to get a supervisor on scene, then that's what y'all needed to do.
Unit 331.
You stay here.
I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm not moving. I want a supervisor.
Is this your phone right here?
I want my supervisor. Baby, what? I know. I want a supervisor. I want a supervisor. I want a supervisor.
Code 42 in custody.
Code 4 now being called 631 South Olin. Code 4 being called 631 South Olin. 2 in
They
custody.
took my camera. They took my phone. Is your body cam on?
Yes.
Is your body cam on? Is your body
It was recording it since we talked to you.
She going to my phone?
Yeah, she's going to your phone.
What is
We
it?
have her phone.
I want a supervisor. Oh my God.
I'm getting a supervisor right now. You're getting in the vehicle.
Why did you touch
I'm a
my
female.
wrist?
Do you want a male to touch you or a female to touch you?
I want a
All right.
supervisor.
Well, this is the policy. I thought that was a
Bro, this is scary, man. This is beyond scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying that they're doing that, but some people, this is their life goal to do this type of stuff, to get into confrontations with the police officers. That's their goal. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but that's their goal. And these cops, some of these cops, now if you saw the other cop, the black cop standing there, right? If you saw him, he kind of looked at the other officer, was like, man, I wish this didn't get here. We could have continued to been having a conversation, but you stepped in and was like, okay, I'm putting you under arrest. And then it escalated when we could have still been standing there talking and de-escalating the situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so much worse than it has to be, bro. This should not have gotten to this point.
No, that's a male. Both disorderly persons obstructing an investigation, didn't want ID. Told him he was being detained, didn't want to provide identification. Female started getting rowdy, started grabbing at us, tried to prevent us from searching him, incidental to arrest. Both are under arrest for disorderly person.
It's all good. This is against my constitutional rights. This is crazy.
What's your name, bud?
My name?
Yes, sir. I'm Officer Dinatal, badge 7525. What's your name, sir?
My name is Daniel Bernasco.
Thank you, Daniel.
No problem.
So, Daniel, I want you to understand something. When the police are conducting an investigation, right, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Right.
But you have to identify. Okay. The reason that is that your girlfriend?
It is.
Okay, so the reason she got handcuffed, and I'm gonna explain that to you. She started grabbing at me and my partner. What I was doing was pat frisking.
My wallet because my wallet.
Yeah, but she can't touch it because you were in custody at that point. So what that's called, it's called search incidental to arrest. So I pat you down, and I have to pat everywhere.
All right, but
I'm being
illegally arrested because I haven't committed a crime.
But it's not. It's called
not identifying myself is not illegal.
You're obstructing the administration
I'm not
of investigation.
obstructing an investigation because I'm not identifying myself. That's not obstructing. Please call a supervisor, please.
And I will.
Please, can I please, please both speak to a supervisor?
Hold on. I will let you speak. I promise that.
Thank you. You're gonna be in trouble, bro.
I'm not gonna be in trouble, but I've been doing this long enough. Dan, I've been doing this.
I don't know, bro. This officer might be in some trouble. I'm speaking in particular about this one. He might be in some trouble. You know what I mean? Because either way, it sounds like to me he needs some more training. You know what I mean? I don't know the laws or nothing like that, but it sounds like he needs some more training. Now, he could be right in the method that, in some form of that method, but I just don't feel like he's right in all of it. I don't feel like this officer here is right in all of it. I felt like he used certain things in his mind to make it seem like he needed to go through all of that, pat him down, search him up, arrest. You know what I mean? Was he arrested or was he detained? Like, these are all the questions I have. If he was arrested, what is he being arrested for? He's obstructing an investigation? Okay. Because you were asking him questions and he felt though it was his legal right not to answer that question. So he's obstructing? I don't know. I feel like it's something missing here.
It's long enough.
Who don't know their rights. I'm telling you, brother. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
If this kid really knows his rights and he's right about this is going to be bad for this department. And the title reads, NJ couple gets their rights violated and freedom taken by tyrants. Massive lawsuit. Now, that's what this title is saying.
Know my rights. I don't have to identify myself because I'm suspicious. All right? I haven't committed a crime. Like, this is illegal. All I asked was for a supervisor. You guys put me in handcuffs. You were picking me up. I don't know why you were picking me up. I never said I wouldn't get in the car. I would get right in the car. No problem. I did.
You did.
I feel like that's what's going to get.
You're not resisting.
She wasn't trying to resist. She wasn't trying to obstruct. She was just upset that I was being put on
she
arrest.
was grabbing at me and my partner's pants. She was trying to pull you off of us. And if she wasn't doing that, she would have never been put in handcuffs.
She was trying to get my wallet.
Because I have no problem.
I was worried that it would get stolen. She heard me screaming.
No, she tried to take your wallet, and she's not allowed to touch it because guess what? It's our responsibility. Once I put you in handcuffs, your property, Dan, is my responsibility.
I understand that. I know, but you guys didn't have to. You know what I mean?
And guess what? If she recorded, I have absolutely no problem with her recording. But when she starts obstructing and getting in the way, that's when I have a problem. That's when we have to put cuffs on people. Because if she's going to grab at me and my partner...
I'm being arrested unlawfully. Of course she's trying to protect me. She was trying to call a supervisor over there. She was going to call 911 because you guys are arresting me unlawfully. I want state police.
That's not how it works,
I want state police to tell you the laws.
State police don't run us,
I know state police don't run you, but state police, they know the laws better than a regular Trenton police officer. I'm just being honest with you. They know regulation and policy and they know laws. I wasn't trying to give you all a hard time.
That's cool, because I tried to talk to you, bro. And it seemed like my words wasn't going the way you wanted.
They were, but like I'm just trying to explain to you guys that I don't have to identify myself. I'm letting you guys know. Look, I believe I'm a strong believer. I have identified myself. Yes, of course. I'm being placed under arrest, so lawfully, under the law, I have to identify myself. Being accused of a crime, being suspicious, is not a crime. I don't have to identify myself. So it's not obstruction.
So remember how I was saying dispatch? What I said our dispatchers are telling us? A male and a female in a Dodge Ram gray color pickup truck.
That's fine. That's fine. But you haven't observed any crime. I'm just standing.
So we have a right to
investigate. Correct. That's not asking.
Identify.
Right. You can ask me for identification. I can refuse to identify.
And if the party refuses, now I'm going to let you talk. When the party refuses, then the police officer has an obligation to now, if they refuse to give information, we now detain. If they still refuse, it's an arrest.
asked that earlier, but he said arrest. He didn't say detains. He did. This is where I say there's so much confusion going on. Because earlier the officer said arrest. He didn't say detain. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. This is tricky, and this is where I myself need more information and need to know better for myself and for my kids and my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God! But it's simple communication for me. If I would have sat there and had conversation with the cop to where we never got to that point. Now, if he gets belligerent because he's having a bad day, then that's on him, and I probably would have ended up in handcuffs. But you know what I mean? This is the tricky stuff. Buddy sounds like he knows his laws, but we've all met somebody who acted like they know the laws and didn't know nothing. So we can't really go based upon that. That's why I said earlier, I hope he's true about this, because him asking for a supervisor, he sounds like he's going through the proper steps. He sounds like that to me. You know what I mean? But sheesh.
You can detain for not identifying.
Can we please speak to a supervisor at the station?
You're going to.
I just want to
You're
clarify.
going to. You're literally going to see a supervisor.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
So they're both in the truck. Dispatch gives the description, male, female, plus they're in the gray truck, PA tags. Try to identify them. In the course of the investigation, he refuses. Detained, still refusing. It's incidental to arrest while he's for the obstructing. She comes in, she's getting in the way, obstructing the arrest. She gets placed under arrest for obstruction. Alright, we're good?
Alright guys, so I hope after...
Alright, was that let's get our story straight before we get back to the station? What was that?
After watching this video, you understand why I felt the need to cover this on my channel. We the people all just witnessed 2 tyrant officers of the Trenton Police Department in New Jersey violating a couple's constitutional rights because of their lack of training and ego. I want you all to really think about what you just saw. A couple standing on a public sidewalk arrested and having their freedom stolen from them for exercising their rights. The officers were called to the scene for a custody dispute. Last time I checked, that isn't a crime. The officers even admitted on body camera that Daniel and Mariah were doing nothing illegal, which means the officers clearly did not have the reasonable articulable suspicion needed to detain them and identify them, let alone the probable cause needed to effect a warrantless arrest. This was a clear-cut case of contempt of cop. I was present during Daniel and Mariah's first court appearance, and the prosecutor offered to drop the charges in exchange for a civil fine, which they promptly rejected. They want to hold the tyrants responsible for violating their rights accountable, and I applaud them.
So if the prosecutor wanted to, that dude knew what he was talking about then. See, this is what I'm saying. That's not good.
For that. I am in constant communication with both of them. We are currently looking for an attorney to file a federal rights lawsuit on their behalf. Their next court appearance is on January 17th, 2023. Stay tuned to the channel for further updates. All public contact information to petition your grievances to your government are in the description below. Never forget that that is your First Amendment right. As always, stay safe.
Wow. Yeah, that don't sound like it's good. It don't. Y'all go look at the original video, man. I told y'all the title name. Go watch it so you can see the parts that I had to remove and different things like that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't get any trouble, you know. But this is the type of stuff, man. This is why people are afraid of police. We got to do better. Communication is a must between people and the police. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that one cop, I'm going to keep harping on that one cop was doing a great job. It wasn't until the other cop stepped in and felt the need that he needed to butt in when he could have just remained quiet. That other cop was communicating effectively. They were getting to a point, not yet, they were getting to a point to where they were going to be communicating back and forth. And that probably could have ended a whole lot better than escalating the way it did. I feel like training needs to be had in these police departments. I feel like they need to try to weed out the ones that don't have patience. I feel like that needs to happen, man. That needs to happen. And the way we view cops these days, We got to work on that. Whether, I don't know, they need to start coming to more functions, carnivals, interacting with the people, neighborhoods, door to doors, whatever it is it takes to remove this stain that these police officers and police stations have on them. We need to do that way. We have a better relationship with them. The people that are supposed to be protecting and serving, we need to view them better than we do. Because right now we don't view them, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Y'all get at me in the comment section, bro. I'm gone.